10. We are live straight out Las Vegas, baby. What's going on, guys? Today is day number 3. Bad contractor versus good contractor. And you can tell the difference sometimes quick, sometimes not. Sometimes you get to the end of the project and you realize you hired the wrong peeps. Anyways, my name's Aaron Lambert, guys, and this is my third day of 30 days going live. So I just want to welcome you to the, not really a podcast, but the channel, Lambert's Moneymaker, and where I talk about real estate, talk about the things that I did wrong, the things that I did right, and deals that I have, stuff that I'm working on, and hopefully to meet some new folks, do some more deals. I'm in the real estate game, and real estate's all about relationships and deals, right? Properties, raising capital, contractors, partners, the whole nine. So today we're going into good contractor, bad contractor, bad contractor. So a little bit about bad contractors. You buy a property, you hire a contractor, he sells you the dream. What's the dream? I'm gonna complete this project under budget and on time, possibly before the time, right? I need this done in 4 weeks, sir. Yeah, it'll be done in 3. Okay, great. So we're gonna go into one deal, specific one deal. Trade winds, the demise of trade winds, Florida, Gulfport. I bought the deal. I bought the deal for $240, ARV 600. What? That's great numbers. We had 2 people come out and give us bids. The bids were around $35,000 to $55,000. I'm looking at this project, and my knowledge of real estate and understanding like the reality of a flooded property and how much work that is. Even though the property was small, it was like 1,200 square feet. Guys were giving us these crazy budgets. I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's just going right down there in Florida. You know, you got 1,200 square foot home. We're adding a little bit of square footage, converting the garage, and they were like, okay, 55,000. We're like, all right, great. So I went and got a budget for 120 because I know good well that it's not going to be 55,000. Anyways, we close on the property, and the guy's like, all right. So he's like, I got to get permits. It's like, yeah, you got to get permits. So we pay him $1,200 to start the permit process, and 2 days goes by. He's like, yeah, we're going to have the permits in 3 days. I'm like, okay. 3 days goes by, week goes by, and then my partner, he starts working. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, yeah, they already got the permits. They're good. So I'm like over here thinking everything's good. 4 weeks into the project, we don't really have permits. So I take a flight down to Florida, and I walk into this property, and I swear to you, I thought that the contractors had hired a high school to come in and learn how to put up drywall. That's how bad this was. It was horrendous. We had one bathroom was completely plastered. They even plastered the window. They plastered the window, like they put the mud on the window, and they completed the whole bathroom. Like it had tile on the floor and everything. The rest of the house was trashed. I'm like, oh my God, what is going on here? I told the contractor, I said, what's going on, dude? Oh, he's like, oh, well, yeah, well, we hired these guys, and your partner, he didn't want to pay this, so we had to go with these guys. I'm like, okay, so now I'm at conflict of interest. You're blaming my partner for the people that you hired because my partner said this. Okay, so long story short, we never got the project done, and the amount of time we spent just trying to get the contractors to do anything was, it was like I was down there for a month and got nothing done on the permitting side. And mind you, these guys were like, oh, we're going to get the permits. We're going to get the permits. So thankfully, I'm not the guy that's going to pay you 30% up front. Although we did pay money to get some work done, and that work did get done, ultimately it meant nothing because the project went to crap and we're demoing the property. But You know, that contractor that told us that he can do it all, he's done it all, and he's got was complete lies, right? Complete lies. And I'm going to get to how you mitigate this issue, because it's not just me, right? It's everywhere. Like people, like contractors lying to you just to get the job is a real thing all over the place. So if you're doing any type of fix and flip, doing any type of remodeling on your house, whether you're an investor or not, these are important things to understand, because these guys will take your money and leave, and they won't do anything. Of course, you could try to sue them, you could try to do all that, but what's the time worth, right? So long story short, we got nothing done with these contractors. We even hired other contractors to get the permits and stuff done at this property. Spent $3,500 for nothing. Nothing. These guys did absolutely nothing. Had to fire them after 6 weeks of nothing going on. So we're like, all right, what are we going to do? So I started going to get real bids. Told my partners, like, okay, this is not happening. So I want to tell y'all the reality of good contractor versus bad contractor. A good contractor on this project, whom I have now, could have came in, obtained the proper permits on this property, and completed the work within 3 to 4 months. Okay, that was the whole timeline. Which, to put that in perspective, as talking about costs, right? So we had a budget of $120,000, of which $40,000 was spent and nothing got done. Nothing. I mean, my partner did the driveway. He did some trees and whatever. And that's on the part. Yesterday I talked about good partner, bad partner. So, that's on it. But contractors, like, having a good GC or having a good project manager is key. And you're going to go through 3 or 4 or 5. You might get lucky and find one, right? It took me about 5 to find my angel, I call her, Miss Adelina Vieira, out of St. Petersburg. My project manager on all my projects now is by far the best thing that I've ever seen as a contractor and for a contractor. And so we would have had permits, we would have completed, and then we would have sold the project. Now, what happened was we started, we didn't have permits, we spent money, we spent more money, we got a stop work order, and then we stopped work. And then to top it off, when I went to go change contractors and get this one guy, the first guy, off, this guy said, "I should sue you." I said, "Excuse me?" I can't make this stuff up. The guy said, "I should sue you." I said, "Sue me for what?" I said, "Bro, you didn't do anything." I said, "I chased you around town to get notarization, and we sent you $1,200, and you did nothing. The house is not complete." And, that finally, we set that to rest, but that's real life, dude. This guy took money from us, did nothing on the project. The project actually was kaput, and just nothing happened. And he said, "I should sue you." The money and time that I would have saved, okay? $2,500 a month is my interest payment. $40,000 we spent that for nothing. So, and now that we've held the property for 12 months. So what is that? 2,500. That's 25,000. That's $30,000 plus 40, right? We're at 70. Not to mention the interest on the private money loan, which is, I think I was at like 12% or something. I had a pretty good rate on that. So that, that's another $7,500. And I have got nothing done. Like, the property is still sitting there. Now, thankfully, we're about to close on a new construction loan and scrape and build it. And so the money that would have been saved minus, let's say, call it $10,000 in interest, we would have sold a property, made a minimum of $100,000, and already been on to the next one. With a good contractor, you can move fast. These flooded properties, 2,000 square foot flooded property in St. Petersburg, Florida, or down there, wherever, should take you from start to finish with a good contractor 4 months. 2,000 square feet, 4 months. Anything less, you just reduce the time. And of course, it depends, if it's on the water, if it has a pool, but 4 months, you can get a lot done in 4 months. And this project would have been done with my current contract, would have been done in 3 months or less, hands down. Like, it was not a big job. And she knows how to handle the permits, the FEMA, she knows how to handle everything. So I'm going to leave it there. And if y'all are in, I'm not going to give you my contractor, even though I said her name, but I'm sure there's a lot of those lines out there. But if y'all want to chat and how to determine whether your contractor is good or not, well, one, you could always get multiple bids. Okay. Get multiple bids and check license, and then check their work. And then you want to see they could be good contractors and they're like a one-man show. That's not good, right? You can't scale like that. Now, a good contractor is going to have a team, at least 4 people. And if they're a GC, then they're going to hire their subs and all. But you want to, if you're trying to bootstrap a job, you're not going to hire a GC. You might want to hire a project manager unless that's you, right? But if you're hiring subs, you need to get 3 separate bids from each sub, and you need to have a contract with them. This is why another reason a good contractor will do. Like my project manager, Adeline, she has with her subs contract that will, if they go over the time specified, if it's their fault they go over, it's not anything that we do, then there's a reduction in their cost. If their expenses go up because they underbid it, that comes out of their pocket. They have to sign this contract for them to work for my project manager. That right there, that's it. That's gold. That is gold. Now, if you have enough work, they'll sign. And if they're good, they'll sign. If they're trash, they won't sign. Then you're not losing anything, right? Keep on pushing, right? So these are really, really key points to know whenever you are looking at buying a fix and flip and getting a contractor in an area that either you do know or don't know. It's easier to do it if you're like in the area, of course, but it's expensive to fire a contractor. It costs you money as the investor. So the quicker you find out that they're trash, the best it's going to cost you a lot less money. And I had I'll do another case study for you. Another project, St. Petersburg. Contractor I actually partnered with. This is a dual action right here. We have bad contractor and bad partner, same person. I'm gonna start off with this. He tells me on our production meeting that he is not in control of budget or time. He's the project manager, GC, on the job. And he's telling me he is not in control. It's not his job to be in control of the budget or the time. I said, I almost lost it, but it's like, bro, that is exactly your job. That is the only thing that you need to be doing, right? That is what you're to worry about. You need to contract with, anyway. So me and him got into a project together, and he started the project, and his idea was not do anything to the bathrooms. The bathrooms were trash. And then the master bedroom, like another thing, contractors are not design people. Do not take their word for anything design wise. If you're a designer, get with freaking Pinterest the heck out of the stuff and figure it out. Use AI or hire a designer. Do not let your contractor be the designer. Okay. So this guy thought he knew it all, right? He knew what he was doing, and in his own right, he does. He's a good contractor for a retail. Like I'm just a homeowner. I want you to come and remodel my house. Cool, phenomenal, super overpriced, right? And then that's kind of like where we started going south, because he charges a lot, so he's expecting these subs to be expensive. So no negotiation there. But anyways, not blaming him. It's not like, but it's like, so we started this project. It went nowhere. It started good. It started really good. because he had already started working on the project. So we like down the road, we're good, we're going. And then I wanted to change the bathroom. I'm like, bro, we can't leave the bathroom like this. This is just, no, it doesn't work. We're got to try and sell this house for $900,000. This is not a $900,000 bathroom by no means. So he stops everything and starts going to the city and trying to put in, new plans and stuff. And like 3 months go by, nothing's happened. I'm like, bro, what's going on? Finally, he actually said, look, man, I don't think I don't think this is going to work. I'm going to go ahead and pull myself off these projects. I was like, thank you, because I was about to fire you. This is where my new contractor, my new project manager comes in. She immediately started work, immediately went to the city, immediately pulled the right permits, immediately submitted the right stuff. And now the project is done, and it is beautiful. It is beautiful. And like, if I would have known her first, I would have saved myself 5 months with my other guy that was scared to do anything. So good contractor, bad contractor. Protect yourself. Don't, read the fine print, make sure they sign, and get extra bids. And reference is another thing. Don't let me forget that. Let me see the projects you've done. I want to see before and afters. I want to talk to the people that you work for, your investors or the retail people. Let me talk to them. Who are they? I want to see like what's going on here. That's super important. If you think the cost, the bid that they're giving you is way low, you need to double check that, because that will bite you in the butt. I had a project out here in Vegas. Guy gives us a bid for $55,000. Okay, we get the money from the bank, and that's what we got on our rehab. 55. We got a little bit more than that, but but it ended up being 75. We had to come out of pocket for that. Like, so verify your numbers before you hire, and then make sure you have backup, right? Because you're gonna have to fire. Unless you just find that angel, that Adeline off the rip, you're gonna have to fire. There ain't no question about it. So, anyways, hopefully this was helpful. I have a link in the description below. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you are watching on YouTube, hit the buttons, like and subscribe. I guess I'm supposed to say that at the beginning. Like, this is my 3rd day going live, guys. So, woo! Look, almost happy 4th, baby. Let's go. My dad was a veteran. $1 Million Club up here. Sub 2, baby. Let's go. All my sub 2 peeps out there. Psh. Oh, yeah, I'm even wearing my. Anyways, I'm going to stop acting like a fool. Y'all have a good one. If I don't see you, talk to you later. Be good or be good at it. Goodbye.